Welcome back, friends, to another Dissidia Final Fantasy Opera Omnia Global Guide. Lids87 here, and today I am bringing you this guide to cover the new Ultimate Trials and Summon boards that we will be receiving in the game. Please keep in mind, though, that I like to make my guides ahead of time using JP as a reference to better prepare you for what's to come. A lot of the information I will be presenting in this guide is from personal experience, from advice given by other players from the Dissidia Final Fantasy Opera Omnia Reddit's Discord channel, and by viewing REM's database, which I will leave the links down below in the description. Be sure to check out the timestamps below in the description if you would like to jump to another part of the guide. Before I get into it though, please remember to like and subscribe if you do like seeing guides like this. Ultimate Trials. What are they? Ultimate Trials are new World of Illusion stages that will allow players to farm two things. 1. A new summon board upgrade material that will allow a player to raise a summon monster's level past the level 20 cap up to level 30. And 2. Points that can be used on a new stat boosting mechanic in the form of summon boards. You will also have the chance to fight up against the Ultimate Trials corresponding summon monster, which to me personally is a cool experience. In order to gain access to an Ultimate Trial, you will need to have the corresponding summon monster's level at 20, as there is a level restricting gate blocking your path. Once your summon monster is at level 20, the gate will unlock, and then you will have access to the best node in the Ultimate Trial to farm the upgrade materials and points. Just look for the giant summon monster hovering over a gold node, and so begins your grind. Just like any of the previous summon trials, these Ultimate Trials will be released approximately a month to a month and a half apart from each other, with the first Ultimate Trial being Ifrits. Later down the line, harder difficulty stages will be added for an added challenge against the summon monster in the form of Cosmos and Chaos difficulty stages. Now I will break this guide down further into 3 parts: changes upon leveling up a summon monster to level 30, farming points, and using the summon board. Please refer to the timestamps in the description if you'd like to go to a specific section in this guide. Summon monster level 30. Upon clearing the gold node with the giant summer monster over it, you will receive various summon upgrade materials. A handful of those drops will be the new summon material known as Origin on the JP side of the game that will allow you to surpass the level 20 cap all the way up to level 30. You can increase the amount of summon materials dropped for half an hour by using a Book of Treasure or Tome of Treasure, which will speed up this farming process. Once you farm enough upgrade materials and get a summon monster to level 30, a few things will change. There will be an increase in summon damage, summon speed, max spray bonus during summon, and most importantly, that summon monster's blessing will slightly change. So far on JP, there are 2 types of changes to a summon monster's blessing: an increase in stats or an additional stat boost when a certain requirement is met. Here are 2 examples. Ifrit's blessing at level 20 raises a character's attack by 20% when at max HP. At level 30, Ifrit's blessing will now raise a character's attack by 25% when HP is above 80%. On the other hand, Shiva's blessing at level 20 will raise a character's speed by 20% when their brave is below their int brave. At level 30, Shiva's blessing will also increase a character's attack by 15% in addition to the 20% speed when a character's brave is below their int brave. If you are curious to see what future changes a summon monster will receive to their blessing, please check out the database under the JP tab. Farming points. The second thing you will receive upon clearing an Ultimate Trial stage, and where a majority of the grind will come from, are points to use on the summon board. Without any form of boost, each character in the party will receive exactly 100 points after clearing the trial stage. Just to put into perspective, you need 6,500 points to master a summon board, or about 1,700 to 1,800 points to collect treasure nodes from the summon board, which I will explain later in this guide. Again, the points are only given to the characters that are in the current party. I don't know about you, but I don't want to run an Ultimate Trial 65 times in order to gather 6,500 points per character in the game. Luckily, there are ways to gather more points to speed up this process. The first way is when a character receives a boost for when they are synergy for any other event. Look for the 2x symbol over their portrait. This 2x multiplier will not only make them stronger in the event they are synergy in, but it will also double the amount of points that character receives if they are in the party that clears an Ultimate Trial, bringing the total up to 200 points. The second method to increase the amount of points received is to either use a Book of Training or a Tome of Training. This part is very important. Books and tomes of training can stack with the boosted character's multiplier to further increase the amount of points they receive. The final method is by using a super synergy character. Just look for the pink glowing border. The benefits of a super synergy character is that if they are included in the party upon completing an ultimate trial, the entire party will receive double the points even if they do not have a 2 times multiplier boost. Do keep in mind though that a character with super synergy is time limited, so take advantage of the boost while it lasts. A few important things to keep in mind. A super synergy character's double boost to a party does not stack with a boosted character's 2-time multiplier. On the other hand, books and tomes of training do stack with a super synergy character's team boost, so try to fully take advantage of this. Once you have gathered enough points, it is time to spend those hard-earned points on the summon board. Summon boards. The summon board is a new character growth system, kind of like Final Fantasy X Spear Grid, where a player spends points earned from the ultimate trials in order to activate nodes that can boost a character's stats or equip new passive abilities. Each summon monster will come with their own summon board per character, so these boosts in stats will eventually greatly add up if you put in the time to grind. To access a summon board, the menu will be located under the character category in the enhancements menu. Select the character, then select the summon board you would like to look at. On these boards there are 3 types of nodes you can activate: stat nodes, passive ability nodes, and treasure nodes. Nodes on the board become available to activate when an adjacent node is already activated. Keep this in mind if you want to reach other nodes further in the board. Let me explain what these node types do. Red nodes are used to boost a character's stats permanently: attack, defense, int brave, max brave, and HP. Once a red node is activated, the stats are automatically applied to that specific character, so no further actions will be needed. There are 50 red nodes per summon board, and the amount of nodes per stat will change depending on which summon monster's board you are looking at. It costs 100 points to activate a red node, so in total you will need 5,000 points to activate all 50 red nodes. On each summon board you will always find 3 summon passive ability nodes that cost 500 points per node to activate, 1,500 points to activate all 3. These nodes have the corresponding summer monster's face on it, so you'll be able to easily spot them. Upon activating one of these nodes, you will be presented with a list of 7 passive abilities to choose from. You can only pick 1 ability per node, but you cannot pick the same passive ability on either of the 2 other nodes. Since there are 3 passive ability nodes, that means you have the option of picking 3 passive abilities from the list of 7 you are presented with. Once you pick and accept which passive abilities you want, the summon board passive ability will then be added to that specific character's list of passive abilities and can be equipped at the cost of 2 CP. A few things to note. Once equipped, the summon passive ability will always be activated regardless of which summon monster you have equipped, as long as you meet the passive's requirement. Also, you have the option to go back and select a different passive ability per node as long as you spend 500 more points to select another passive. These passives will vary per summon monster's board, but since Ifrit is the very first ultimate trial, I recommend the following 3 passives to choose: Ifrit Attack Up, Ifrit's Base and Attack Up, Ifrit's Critical Power Up. Final node type you will find are treasure nodes colored gold, and this is what a lot of players will be grinding for. There are 3 treasure nodes on a summon board that are free to activate as long as any adjacent red node is already activated. Upon activating a treasure node, you will get one of the following resources per board across the 3 treasure nodes: 3 tickets, 300 gems, and 5 armor tokens. The location of any of these resources is random per character summon board, so you will have to unlock all 3 in order to receive all the tickets, gems, and armor tokens. If you are going to grind only for the treasure nodes, it will typically cost about 1,700 to 1,800 depending on the board to reach all the treasure nodes. This can easily be reached if you fully take advantage of stacking books and tomes of experience with 2 times multiplier boost or the party boost from Super Synergy in order to gather points quickly. Once you have gathered 6,500 points and fully activated all the nodes on a summon board, that board is now considered mastered for that one specific character. You will also receive a counter located here next to the orange badge that indicates how many boards that character has mastered. Congratulations on mastering a board. Now get back to grinding. Some closing thoughts. Summon boards are another great way to boost your character stats or collect resources if you put the time in to grind. These summon boards are truly another form of grinding in this game, as each summon monster comes with their own board per character. If you are not a hardcore grinder, I recommend mastering summon boards with your main characters that you use as the boost in stats will be helpful on higher difficulty stages. For your other characters, and if you're up for the grind, try to collect only the treasure nodes as it free tickets, gems, and armor tokens. At first, it will not be easy to clear these ultimate trials with any underleveled or ill-equipped characters. This is especially true during Ultimate Ifrit, as Ifrit will always start the fight with an attack, killing lower leveled characters. Do not get frustrated. As characters get stronger over time, you will be able to easily carry weaker characters through these trials. If your weaker character can't survive and you still want to grind for the treasure nodes, be sure to pair them with 2 very strong units and a strong support to help clear the stage fast. My final tip is be on the lookout for any Quistis or Celeste friend supports during Ultimate Ifrit. Quistis can help delay Ifrit, allowing you time to take him down faster, and Celeste will taunt and absorb a lot of Ifrit's magic damage, relieving the pressure from any non-AoE attacks. And hey, if you're not in it for the grind, at least we have the chance to defeat a summoned monster in combat. That is it for this video, friends. This sure was a long one, but thank you for sticking through it. Hopefully I was able to help a large number of you better understand Ultimate Trials and Summon Boards if you were not familiar on what they were. If you have any further questions or need advice, please be sure to leave a comment or join my Discord, which I will leave a link down below in the description. If you have any other useful tips or feedback, please let me know in a kind demeanor down below in the comments. So until next time, good luck, happy grinding, and have a good one.